How wild is that? Oh, awesome. I'm against Wyvern. Yeah, I'll have to see if a game that may never appear. Yeah. Um if I heard that there was a I heard that there was a may the best deck win. I heard there was a beta and maybe someone I know that's not me was in it and helped test some stuff. Thank you for the sub to GeForce. Be sure to say hi and bother Justin. Yeah, I feel like my schedule's a little less crazy um as compared to normal. Sierra, I'm gonna risk it and go no beauty sleep. So I'm wondering if I'll have a chance to do a thing or two, maybe. We'll see. I'm the game I'm working also people are like, "Oh, that game has judges?" And then people who have done it before are like, it's more just like set up and answer questions and stuff." Oh, you're gonna make my little Robin so sad. Thank you again for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. What you been up to lately, Draconis? Are you still playing? What's up, Rune Folk? Is Rune in this tournament? I didn't even notice. There he is. Right at the last minute. You guys kill me. Cowrie combo today? Nice. If you want to borrow an Eros, just let me know. I have like 8 now. When I can, work is keeping me super busy. Makes sense. How's it going, Weeks? Welcome on in. I need Endorvian's unique. I saw you responding to something. What was it? Oh yeah, it's the Grand Bois. Yeah, that's pretty good. This deck has a Ganesha in it. I think my Ganesha is actually pretty good, but I don't know how much better they get than the one that I have, so Q1 is going to be crazy at work doing a big reorg. Hmm. Smart thing is just to pass. Not try to do anything crazy. This is my work right here. This is what I do for work now. Best Ganesha I've seen is 5 cost from anywhere. Aja from anywhere Ganesha effect. Sheesh. Well, we'll see if we see mine. I think you've seen mine though. All right, sorry, Yongsu. Less stressful than mine. Oh shit! Sorry, I just smacked the mic. Oh, the music seems like it's really loud. Let me know if anything is too loud or anything. Depends on what kind of stressful. I'm sure yours pays the bills, so I have a bye, and both my next round opponents haven't shown to their table yet. I love it. I love it. I wanted to lose fast to go to sleep fast. You gotta win at least one. Oh, I'm so sorry, bud. I'm so sorry, bud. Ouch. Sorry. This is the my newest Eros. You will not believe how much I got this for. So 5 cost from hand, 6 from reserve. From anywhere, if it's in forest, you may return target character or permanent to the top of its owner's deck. And from reserve, you have the semi-normal Eros ability. This is why I always tell people check like cards that are not played very often, check uniques. I need to get some better uniques for my soul deck. Let's hope there's not an armored jammer. You gotta play around it if you can't get rid of it. Oh, bud. Why'd you do it again? Um, so this will be 5 in water. This doesn't look good for bugs. Uh, target up to 1 card. Yes. We'll discard the cuckoo. Best viewers? No freaking way. I love having the best viewers. There's a way where I could have double moved on that turn, which I'm not sure if that. Now that I just drew these cards, that would have been the better option. uh, I was gonna say I'm not sure if that would have been the better option, but getting rid of Brass Bug Hive is usually a good idea. But I think I should have taken the double move now. Dang, creative chaos, what happened? Good thing I don't need a mana though. Draconis is the best viewer. That's true. Was radioactive. The amount. So I was streaming earlier today. The amount of times that happens to me is far too high. Floral tent into floral tent. It's so annoying. It makes me want to never run floral. What is going on with this? I'm blasting through a new sci-fi book series. What series is it? My webcam is like not wanting to sit correctly. Damn. Hi. Starts with a book called Red Rising. I feel like I've heard of it. Or maybe there's just a book that sounds similar that I'm thinking of. Triple floral tent, why not? It's not my fault, it's my dad's fault. Ooh, the mechanical training. This is GG's, right? GG. I am sorry, Wyvern. I wish I could have beat Runefolk or someone. Tasia, too fast. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Tasia is definitely known for being fast. Oh, now I gotta go against Pratt, huh? Who gave Pratt a bye? At Sadi. All right. Man. Oh. It would be good for me to get rid of the Eros, most likely. Um, but I'm not going to. I'm first. Series doesn't have a name, but it's good. Nice. All right, we got an aloe back, so that's good. The greedy play. Yeah, this Eros is just like the best one in the deck right now. I don't know why I played that on my floral tent. That was a dumb move. I should have played it over here so my floral tent just stayed. You're welcome. Now my luck is over because now I'm just making mistakes. are you gonna play this boy out? Um, damn, double Parliament of Ashes, eh? I guess I should have kept the I guess I should have kept the mouse after all. Could have got rid of that Jin. Oh boy. You only own one Parliament of Ashes in Lyra. Um, you really only play in person, right? These Parliament of Ashes might actually really hurt. Nah, both. I can send you some digital ones. Um, yeah, I think I need to buy some time. Ramping out Saudi's gonna be fun. I don't have very many sky cards um in physical, but bro, I swear. Oh, thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. That's oh no, it's got tough. Fuck. Two mana. What are you gonna do for two mana? I mean, might as well throw the floral tent. I've only gotten one display. I've had zero, maybe like half of a display. Return target character. Put the top card of your deck in your mana zone. Sap Duende is honestly not going to be good with both of these here. How many have I maned? That was the first one, so I think we'll be okay. So then I have nothing to follow this up with, though. Sheesh. Honestly, if I can wait out the hunger, I think that's what we're going for here. Is we hold until the hunger. And I'll be first next turn. Fucking Sakurabu. I hate that bastard. Amarillo. So I'm moving on this side. I have no way to move on this side. I don't think he usually plays Theseus. But I think he's gonna hunger next turn. Or try to chocolate bar Sakurabu. Bum bum. All right. Oh boy. I mean, it's a great card, but not in this moment. Um, I mean, if the floral tent is gonna be gone anyways. Okay. You gonna reveal the hunger? All right, Swift Jin. Hmm. All right, what you got, boy? You won the Basira mirror? Hell yeah. I'm currently giving everyone a class on how to avoid the hunger. But only if it works. If it doesn't work, then I just didn't get the right cards. My Swift Jin I revealed is gone. I was gonna say refresh. What are you doing? Watch your mouth. Now time for Rinku to annihilate me. I feel like, do you want me to sleep the Sakurabu though? Honestly, that's fine. Just hope he no shows. He's already typing in the chat. That might have been a very bad call, but I'm really trying to avoid whatever he's trying to do. But I should have just what I should have done is I should have just mechanical training the cuckoo. All right, now you're first player. Um, so our first play is Tiny Jin. Because then no matter what, we're fine. Ooh, a Kaibara. That'll have so much tough. Yeah, I think the fact that he also ramps and sustenance ramps both. Um, I think it really screws me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ay, ay, ay. I think this is toast, anyways. Just kidding. That's not Forest. I don't think I had a way out of this game, though. Two parliaments, just too much. Um, so remember now always when you're against Bravos, keep Requiem. We only pulled the same unique both games. How annoying is that? All right, let's see if Dexter's able to go against Rinku. Ooh, the Kojo going fast. I've been running Requiem a lot in Lyra. Yeah, it's probably the best removal in Muna by far. I mean, you're keeping up resource wise at least. If you can one for one here, it'll be pretty good. Which you do. But oh, perfect, perfect region there for Kojo though. Solo water. You hate to see it. Oh, the clue with an empty reserve? Oh no. Alright, let's refresh the bracket and take a look real quick. Looks like El Wiwi was able to take down Endorvian. El Wiwi will play the winner of this match. G-Force taking down Sadi Rexy. TNT Weeks going up against G-Force now. Took down TRT More. Phobia took down Master Pell. Is Zoa showing up? Nope, looks like Zoa fell asleep. Phobia might have a good chance here to get pretty far. Right here is where you don't want a 1-for-1 though. And there goes your clue. Bye bye. I really don't want to have to play against Runefolk. He's playing Cowrie, so maybe you do want to. I don't know. You'll have to find out either by watching or by going up against him. Hey, look, it's Parliament of Ashes. It's interesting to see like how much this has changed since the Worlds deck already. And I mean, this is obviously not Worlds and not a qualifier of any sort, but it's cool to see the other inclusions. Zoa probably fell asleep, honestly. Oh, Pratt had to go into Runefolk. Um, Pratt's deck might also be bad for Runefolk as I load in. That's funny. This Halua, though, just erupted a Demeter. Nice. Yeah, I can't think of a worse deck up against mine and Runefolk's deck than an Atsadi. We'll see what Runefolk does here, though. A nice, humble Robin. I just realized I don't want to go against Atsadi. Aren't you the one that's supposed to be playing Atsadi? Not this time. Oh boy. All right, let's check in on Dexter versus Rinku. Rinku is face to face here. The resources have now become very lopsided, and Dexter throws in the towel. Look at that. There's the Isumboshi. I was mentioning that the water region being perfect. GG's to Rinku. You guys can't let him win back-to-back weeks. He kind of has a track record of winning. Yeah, one win. One win is good. Honestly, if you show up every week and you get one win frequently, you have a decent chance on like being in the top 10. I'm also sorry for knocking out Wyvern and then immediately losing. Maybe Pratt doesn't have a hunger in this. I think he usually has one or two, though. Ooh, Armored Bird. I'm sad I don't get my participation point. Pratt has no hunger. That's why I play Muna. Otherwise, I would not. Yeah, those Parliament of Ashes, though, really fucked me up. If I would have had one Requiem plus that Eros would have been a lot better. And I think the sleep on the Sokka was a big mistake. I should have slept my Cuckoo. But the cards that I got after that, I don't think it would have mattered. In person, sometimes he plays Hunger. Have we seen any parliaments this game? Oh, all right, let's take a look at the bracket here. Helix versus Phobia. Ooh, Rinku versus El Wee. There we go. Battle of the Legends. It looks like Weeks took down G-Force. We will try to catch the end of this one here. Ooh. Bakari's intervention. It didn't seem like it did anything. El Wee on the Fen. You guys want to know something funny? I really fucked up on the unique that I picked for El Wee. I gave him a unique that I guess I don't own anymore. I don't know how. I must have accidentally sold it, but I didn't think it was one I would have put up on the market. That or I gave it away to someone and forgot, like someone online. Do, do, do. The armored bird. Is this enough though? All you need is 7 forest with 7 mana. Mmm. Or 11 mountain. Going for the mountain instead. And there it is. All right. Looks like you have to go against Tatsadi now. Good job, Runefolk. All right. What you got cooking? I feel like Break the Ice is a really um good one to consider now, is specifically because of like inclusions of Haven Sarengar. Because it's I cost 2 less if you have 3 or more base statistics of 0 among characters you control. I feel like it wasn't quite there during Trial by Frost, but now I think it could be good. Hey, what's up, G Force? One win in Ace is actually good. So I think you got a win, right? Yeah, so technically you got 2 wins. Um I'll have to I think I said that I count buys as a win. So 1 win in Ace is actually really good. 1 win in Swiss, not very good, but in Ace it's really good. Yeah, I Soul is really cool. Roll a die on a 4+, draw a card, otherwise resupply. That's just a really good contortionist. 2 mana from hand, 1 from reserve. I also love Merry Reunion. I think it's such a cool card. Yeah, I have a soul deck that I think is pretty fun. I think with maybe one more little tweak and maybe a better unique or two, it could be pretty good. But I was winning games on it. I got up to like 160 elo, and I notoriously always stay at 100 because I just play around with so many decks and try so many wild things all the time. Sleeping the Leviathan is interesting. I wonder if that's a semi tell that there's another sleep coming, or just really The stats, the cost, and the ability of this card is pretty insane. So it's good to take out. Oh, a Sap Duende. I feel like when you see something like picking to sleep a spotter over a boosted Jin, you kind of have to know that there's a follow up of some sorts. We had 1 mana left and had a Twinkle Twinkle in reserve, which has the discard ability of making a card cost 1 less. I feel like I have a cat hair in my gums. Love having cats. Solve the hungerless Atsadi. Is that in case it gets errata? A lot of people are like calling for an errata and complaining about the hunger, but I don't know if I see it. It could be possible though, because if enough people keep complaining about it in Discord, they might just take a look at it. It was mana everything at Saudi. Like, I think I'm more in the camp of it's good to have the hunger in game, and it's not like incredibly strong to where it's like breaking the whole meta. But I don't know. There's there's like there's like two different ways that cards go, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Muna player. The hunger like basically killed Muna along with, license withdrawal and other stuff. I think there's two different like ways that people see cards. There's cards that are strong that are probably like a little stronger than they should be, like maybe Rage and Restocking Station. And then there's cards that people just hate to have played against them. And so people are very vocal about it. And that's like the hunger. I still think Sakurabru is worse though. I hate that card because it feels terrible, and a lot of the time it's not even that good of a card. Shock factor, yeah. And I think the hunger left alone as time goes on will kind of balance out more. Like, I don't see anything that makes the hunger stronger, you know? It could happen. But like, if you look at Restocking Station, technically every card that you want to keep around that comes out makes Restocking Station stronger. Rinku wins. All right. GG's. Let's refresh. So Rinku's gonna go against Weeks. Pratt is waiting for the winner of Phobia versus Helix. Ooh, the Moyo. Let's go. I also think Moyo is a ton of fun. There's an Eris unique, but it still has the one, so it's not like crazy. On a 4+, you may send character in forest to reserve. It's not too crazy. We got a Withering Tree type Moyo. Could be very good. I don't think I've seen too much Withering Tree Moyo. I'd love to see a card that Keelan guy hates on in this deck. Well of Tears. Love that card. Also, if anyone is going to PAX Unplugged, a couple of us will be at PAX Unplugged in Philadelphia. So come say hi. I'll be in the Marvel Champions Arkham Horror LCG area. When is that? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I think I'm not streaming tomorrow because I have some stuff I need to prepare, and I think it'll just be easier to not stream tomorrow. And then I'll be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Technically, I get back Tuesday morning, but Monday at midnight. I love X Marks the Spot. With 5 mana left, though, a Ysmir deck with this many cards, I don't see any reason that Phobia will lose this game. I love Common Wayfarer though. There could be a very interesting sequence of events with a scouted Daedalus. But 5 mana and, well, 4 mana now and 5 cards is just a lot. Obviously, I won't be there. I mean, it's not too late to get a ticket, get a flight, get a train ticket, whatever you need. Hey, the Daedalus, let's go. All right, what you got? Ysmir Signet. That is unfortunately not what you want to see. Wait, couldn't they have drawn it? I think something broke. Okay, they did draw it. All right. I was gonna say whether it's a 2 or 3 doesn't matter for boosts. So yeah, I'd be very surprised if Phobia just doesn't already have a way right here, like a banishing gate. Dun, dun. GG's. All right. So it is going to be Phobia against Pratt. Let's check in on TNT against TNT Weeks against Rinku. Man, I was playing earlier and I got hit with like three Sandmans in the space of two turns, and two of them were in the same afternoon. Well, in the space of two afternoons, not turns, and two of them were in the same afternoon. It hurt. One of them was a unique one. Okay. What do I see in this game? Once again, very perfect being in the water here with an Isunboshi. Love the Mighty Jin. What you got, Siggy? Honestly, if this finishes as quickly as it's looking, we might be able to just run a quick arena game for funsies. Three mana. Is there something that would help Rinku move here? I mean, another snowman would be perfect. And then a fire rabbit would not be perfect. Because I feel. I mean, it could be. Because you could put the boost over here. And you already have the choice of ramp from the mighty. Tiny jail. No statistic over 3. So probably the Isunboshi, right? Yep. Bye bye, Isunboshi. The Rage. I dig it. For 2 mana now, there's probably not much. Yeah, just pass. Classic Rinku fashion here, though. Just take everything step by step. Right now, game tied. Hard to say who the regions are better for right now. One Isunboshi is gone, but there could be more snowmen. Snowmen could also be a one of. All right, how we going? Ooh, is that a Silas I saw? This game here seemingly pretty even. What I see on Phobia's side is the fact that the Withered Tree is already out, which is good to see. Good amount of cards in hand. On the side of Pratt with the Atsadi, the ramp is already off the charts. Gonna be first next turn and be able to play out this Sarengar to get some card advantage going. It's not anything that Phobia could do to stop that. And even if you remove it, you still get to draw the card. All right, this game seemingly might be closer to resolving. If you control a token, draw a card. I gain one boost. The rage right here on on Buddha does mean there is no target for Tiny Jill, but almost everything would be a target for teamwork training. So we'll see what Rinku does here. The rage. Also on the Sarengar, great play. Does allow the Buddha to be removed. But it always feels bad to, cast removal spell on Buddha, right? Not only is he just a nice kitty, it's a token. What happened to me? All right. In my soul deck, if I were to make it to where I think would be closer to 100%, I would remove Common Chiron. But what would I replace him with? I have all the other staples already. Your Fire Rabbits, your Harpooner, your Teammate. I do like the Chiron though, but I think it's the weak link currently. Sandman, or it is Sandman in Soul. Yes. I should also just do a search for passing first uniques. I'm sure there's some out there that I could get for decent. I do not have Fog. They're all expensive. Yeah. I also feel like Fog is best in unique form. Yeah, I don't care about immediately passing. I just care about when you pass first. That's why I think it'll be a little easier. I mean, I'm not saying they'll be amazing, but right now I have 0. And my Bravos uniques are kind of bad. I think we're going to finish pretty quickly tonight, so maybe we'll do one with my soul deck. Sadi is zooming now, though. Oh no, there was a Grand Endeavor. And it got erupted. I think I'm behind, so I'm going to refresh. Oh shit. Got both eruptions. Owie. Well, Phobia, you know that in this game you have to advance to win, right? That's what the Endeavor was for. Do you ever do turn-based games very often, Phobia? Nope. Too busy. Too busy, too cool, too popular. Ugh. Do you have a way out of this? 2 water isn't too strong. You gotta have a way out of this with 5 mana and 6 cards, right? Banishing Gate, there we go. Beautiful. That's a nice turn right there. Still alive. All right, Rinku. Is Sigismar gonna be the downfall? Got some pretty strong expeditions here. Running low on resources though. Uh I could start putting this on 39 cards already. And I could post last week's. That water, though. The water here hurts so much. 2 mana. Mana eruption. Problem is, you can only mana erupt the trooper. But it is a decent turn. See this, the Rinku special. Keeping it just down to the wire. Apple. The maze of vampire. That can't be right. There we go. Come on, BGA. Empire. All right. Week 1 put up. I've noticed when the hourglass turns into little boxes, BGA isn't usually updating. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Man, Jack Frost right here, though. Sigismar stacking this hero side. I wonder if you have a Sandman. Although a Sandman would not do well on the companion side. It would mean that they would go into the arena. Let's see if my intuition is good enough. Oh no. The pass. Oh, I wonder. I wonder. Both players overloading their reserves here a tiny bit. Sigismar's going to be first going into the arena with a Jack Frost in reserve. Right? Yup. Honestly, both of these cards are great, though. And you can only exhaust one of them. Ooh, buddy. Ooh. Weeks is negative on the clock. Tengu is better in arena. Yeah, statistically for sure. Oh, interesting. Discard the Isumboshi, boost up the Amarok. I feel like there's a Sandman though. Oh, the Ozma. Dang. Gift of Self kind of complicates things. Hmm. Flat out plays the Amarok. All right, what you got, Weeks? Moth Collision. The Ortis Moth Collision says if you control a soldier, God. Looks like that is GG's by 1 point. Damn. Moth Collision. Was not expecting it. I was expecting the Sandman. GG's there. Let's refresh this game. Ooh. Somehow Phobia has held off this Atsadi. If there is one type of deck that I would say has a chance in like matching up against an Atsadi with this much mana, it would be Ysmir. Ooh, dang. The Blizzard. What? That was wild. Comeback is real. Yep. If anyone can do it, it's Ysmir. And you don't even have to go against Rinku. You have to go against Sigismar, which might be worse. Huh? I wanted to go against Rinku. Well, watch Wolf 92. You should sign up. It's free. Free prizing. So far, if you've made it this far in the tournament, you're only an hour and 20 minutes invested. And if you lose first round, you're like 30 minutes or less invested. The wrong fucking number. Wait, Watchwolf. Are you the famous Magic player, Watchwolf? No freaking way. When's the next pro tour you're doing? When's the next time you're looking to qualify for a pro tour? Want to play something similar to Rinku? That guy is goaded. Definitely Traced. He is The best traced player in America. Nerf Blizzard. All right, good luck, Phobia. Focus in. Just know that if your deck is meant to go slow, um, don't go slow. Too late. RIP. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world when Sigismund double moves the first afternoon. That's like a given. That's almost always going to happen. This card draw out of this Rune Scribe is going to be concerning, though. And Sigismund will now be first, so can easily get it out without worrying about being exhausted or anything. Started playing only half herd. I haven't played in a pro tour since the beginning of the pandemic. So when's the next one? Welcome back. I want to see a video come across my YouTube. Watch Wolf preparation for Pro Tour. Mm. Better work on getting qualified. It's easy, right? I hope to qualify for all Altered Worlds next year. I hope to go to Altered Worlds. That's all I can hope for. I'm sure a pro Magic player can do that. I don't know. The games are pretty different. I think it takes a different kind of like mentality and brain. Watchwolf 92 is washed in my opinion. Yeah, I mean if you haven't done a pro tour since before the pandemic, probably. maybe maybe Watchwolf should just try Pokemon. The permanent term always messes up the Magic players. Or what in Magic technically thanks Val's Porygon for the follow. Isn't yeah, everything is a permanent, but isn't everything also considered casting? Like casting a spell of there's I thought there was something like that. I my probably have my two magic decks somewhere within reach. She's been calling characters creatures and altered. The amount of times that I have heard that while teaching people altered is pretty high. Everything is a spell that gets casted. Okay. I was going to say, it hasn't been that long. You can play spells and lands, but can cast spells and not lands. Yeah, I've run into a couple people that get the permanent thing and the like cast mixed up. Um, yeah. Here you go. Here's my commander deck that I've played like once. What is sleeved in here? Did I sleeve like half my commander deck? How about we attach energy cards and call it a day? Imagine having different kinds of energy and stuff for cards. Sounds annoying. I like a game where everything is energy instead. How are you doing, by the way, Val's Porygon? Let's see if my but the bling. I'm big chillin'. We can attach energy to an expedition. It would be kind of like a permanent, maybe an expedition permanent. That's a good idea. Building a deck right now. Hopefully, an altered TCG deck. I'm good. I'm good. Gonna start preparing for packs tomorrow. Preparing more than I have been. I think I finally started like cleaning up some of my magic stuff. So maybe I don't have my other constructed deck near me. It's also probably like wild or whatever you would call it. Let me blow some dust off this Star Wars deck. All right, how many people know about Star Wars like in general or lore in Star Wars? Where is my other magic? Oh, it's probably in one of these long boxes. I played in the Avatar pre-releases this weekend, which was my first time seriously playing Magic in a while, and not drawing two and having to deal with mana colors was rough. I've never heard of Star Wars. Have you ever played the Star Wars deck builder? Current era or like old? I was gonna say if you know about Star Wars and you think you know me, who do you think would be my leader in my Star Wars deck? I deck builder, not TCG Unlimited. I don't think I have played it. Also I do have some Pokemon. I've never built a Pokemon deck though. I also have some fake Pokemon cards that Phobia's little brother gave me. There you go. There's my Pokemon bling. I got Genesect, Genesect, Roaring Moon, Dracolope, Earthen Vessel. I also have some Alpha Clash. Zangoose. I love how we're casting this game right now. Xerneas? That's probably how all the Pokemon players say it, right? Is your leader Darth Vader? Nope. And not Chewie. Because people would listen to you and hear Chewie's voice. I don't know if what that means. Not Darth Vader. Speaking of Star Wars, though, here here are some cards from the Decipher one. And then this is the one from Wizards. Han Solo. Nah, but there's Han Solo. I think Watchwolf doesn't go on Instagram enough. So maybe it would be harder for him to guess. Or what about this? I got one I got one that you guys will really like. NHL Pro Set, General Grievous. I do love Grievous, but no. Admiral Akbar. I was trying to find my Magic deck because I have like my Magic deck from college, but I might have taken it apart finally. The glare. That's upside down. There you go. Here's my Star Wars deck. That made the glare almost worse. And it won't focus. Anyways, it's Cassian. Shame like a crown. I actually have this cool goblin van from Magic. I don't even know who that is. You should learn. You should watch Andor. If you have a partner, you and your partner should watch it. Honestly, this game's just kind of been going back and forth for the most part. My Tumult champion, my little fox, all the world's heroes. We'll just play the expansion of the Star Wars deck builder. It might be in there. I don't know about that. I don't know if that'll truly give you the vibe of Andor, but oh, you're so funny. All right, this game. I would play Pokemon if someone taught me, but I've only ever collected, never played. Man, yeah, the card draw on the this side for this Siggy is just so good that it kind of nullifies a lot of the advantage that Ysmir would have. Let's go to the planet of Boolean operators Andor. Ondor. I don't think there's any way I can say it to Val's Porygon will teach me. All right. Wait, Phobia might win this game. And or not. I'm not seeing Moyo activated enough, so I'm actually no longer a fan of this deck. Roll damage. Yoink. I just used it in both previous days, bruh. Listen, I'm chatting with the chat. I'm a streamer first. That household loves Flutter of Moths. If you only knew. I know that you know somewhat because of the, just commenting that, but if only you knew. If only the commentator was paying attention and or casting. Yep. Yep. If everyone watching this on YouTube subscribes right now and I hit 500 subscribers before next week's Ace, then I will pay more attention for one day. That's the most I can do. I do know from playing against Astro. I know, but like I've been trying to like go over that deck um for basically this whole week and try to help find out ways to make it actually work. And I just don't I just don't think there's a way. I think in Ysmir, maybe, especially because the common is only 6 and with a hero like Moyo, it kind of goes hand in hand. But my theory on Flutter of Moths is that 3 moths is really just not enough. It's 666 in stats. There's nothing that would boost it up, like if you were to do an O gun or something for brass bugs. So I just don't think it's worth it. I have a version of the deck that I was testing and testing some interactions, and I think I've found some cards that are interesting in it, but I don't know why play a 7 cost spell to do a 7 or a 666 in stats when I can play a 5 cost Asmodeus that goes 10 10 10. Obviously the idea is to get it down to 0 cost. but the amount of setup and risk that you take for only that amount of stats is too small. What if we unsub down to 400? If you do that, I would also be impressed because I don't even have 200. This is going to be a battle of the clock. Oh, Dexter. Yeah, I said yeah, sub up to 500. So only need to gain 370 subs by next week. The amount of YouTube channels I've gotten almost to 1,000 subscribers, and then things happen is too many. Flutter of moths. So you can do 2 on this side, 1 on that side, and then 1 Moyo. Heroes? You call heroes hoagies? What about blimpies? Well, listen. I too call those hoagies submarines. I actually just call them subs. Have I been to a Wawa? Yes. But Wawa is. It's not that exciting. But they're in an ad, so they didn't hear me say it. I told them don't forget the clock because both of them have a low amount of time. And Phobia responded, "Please forget the clock." All right, you guys should be back now. I was talking smack on Wawa, but yes, I'm pretty sure I've been to Wawa. I think in Florida. Wawa is not that amazing to someone who lives in Texas. So, not only do we have QT, which I feel like I'm a very reasonable person. I will not say that QT is better than Wawa, but we have QT and we have Bucky's. So, and Bucky's wipes the floor with Wawa. So, yes, I have been to Reading Terminal. They have a vegan deli there, and I ate there. I think at least 3 times last year. Listen, game recognized game. Okay, one for one. Sandman down. Um, it's only one Sandman down though, and then there's this unique Sandman. Luckily enough, Phobia should be able to neutralize this Sandman. She wants a Bucky shirt. How hard is it to get one? If you would have told me like Friday, it would have been the easiest thing ever. Having only one day, I don't know. But if you stick around, I'll show you my Bucky shirt. They they have really good shirts too, and they go through like different seasons and stuff. All right. What do we want here from you? Phobia, you got to get rid of that Sandman though. No Rhyme Frost. It's 1 mana. Oh, ouch. I warned you. I literally warned you guys. Yep. When it's the final round in a tournament, there's like a hard cap. Um, what would you have played? What was your last card? They're gonna play the game over chat. Maybe at Worlds next week we do our shirt swap with Bucky shirts. It would I will cast in a Bucky shirt if I'm invited next year. Give me one quick second. All right, Phobia. I'll give you a pack as well. Because that is a very unfortunate way. You probably still would have lost because you both were taking a lot of time and you would have been negative. But I'll give you a prize pack.